So after the success of my last mapping video, the history of the Turks every year, I got recommended, oh snap, I got recommended more map videos. Again, I'm happy that that did well because quite frankly, like map videos are a bit different. Like obviously, no one's talking over them. They're not like the usual stuff we watch, like, Kings and Generals, Epic History. So I feel like I have to talk more and definitely contribute more. Not that I don't try in other videos, but I feel like I have to put more effort in map videos. So seeing that it was well received definitely has given me more confidence to definitely do more of these types of videos. So I got recommended the Turkish War of Independence by a content creator named Khey. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but so yeah, we're gonna be learning about this. Another map video about Turkey. So I do know a little about this. I'm gonna summarize what I know. I'll most likely get details wrong, obviously. I haven't looked too in depth, but I've seen other videos in relating to this event. So, for instance, what I know is that the Turkish War of Independence took place primarily after World War One. Many empires slash kingdoms basically fell out, and one of them was the Ottoman Empire, which was, occupied and said to be partitioned between the Western Allies. And I believe the Greeks mainly started their invasion or, their expansion in Asia Minor. And from that, expansion, eventually the country of modern Turkey fought and drove the Greeks out of Asia Minor. That's why when you see a map, I think the Greeks have some islands near coastal modern day Turkey, but it was from this conflict that the modern country of Turkey emerged. From the death of the Ottoman Empire and the people who drove off the Greeks from Asia Minor. So I'm not sure how much of that I got correct, but I'm pretty sure I heard about that in the video because like I said, I'm gonna visit Greece in, May, and I was watching videos about learning about it, and some videos popped up about Greece versus Turkey because I know there are tension between the two, countries, so that's about it. I guess we're gonna find out if I'm correct or not, or how correct I am. So yeah, without any further ado, we should just get right into it. Let's watch the Turkish War of Independence every day. Okay, since the failure of the siege of Vienna 1683, the Ottoman Empire fell into a state of decrepitude and started to decline, losing constantly territories and defending itself from foreign invasion and occupation. The empire was also known as the sick man of Europe. Burn. In response, the empire initiated a period of reform and modernization. I'm so sorry, I don't know why my brain farted there. Called Tanzimat, which led it to become an increasingly powerful state and to exert a great degree of influence over its population. It is interesting, I would say, the development of the Ottoman Empire. Obviously, the early Muslim expansion and the emergence of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire was basically like, at its birth and at its height, one of the most powerful empires in the world. Like, freaking all of Western Europe. It reached, obviously, from Asia Minor, to the Middle East, even to the West, up to Spain. So the Ottoman Empire, at its rise, was so powerful and also feared among Western, Europe. I guess this kind of goes line in line with the religious expansion of Islam as well, and just how everyone was uniting to fight the Ottomans. And there is a obviously we know about the power. I feel like in this channel we've seen the power and frightening presence of the early slash peak Ottoman Empire, but there is something unique after, like, I guess here he mentions 1683, because like next we covered it was obviously in the Napoleonic era, where Napoleon was able to really rack up a lot of victories against the Ottomans. Obviously he's Napoleon, but like still it's like the stage of it, and from then on it's constant wars with Russia, and Russia getting the better of the Ottomans a lot of the time. So there is kind of a point, I do feel like. It's interesting to have a direct date here of when we see the Ottoman Empire decline. And also, by the time of World War I, when we covered World War I series by Epic History, just the Ottomans were, you know, losing a lot. Like, obviously, it's right at their fall, but obviously, it is interesting just to see, because obviously that happens with all empires, you know, peak, powerful, and then the decline, and then the eventual death. Just the Ottomans are interesting, so I'm definitely going to be covering them more, because a lot of people have been telling me to watch this, so I will from Kings and Generals in due time. You know, I plan on watching the early Muslim expansion. There were like 3 separate 3-hour-long videos, so I'm gonna have to do that, and then I'm gonna have to watch the rise of the Ottoman Empires, another like 6-hour video from Kings and Generals. So there's a lot in the future. I'm preparing for that and trying to get more one-off videos out of the way. I'm sorry, let's get back to the video. I just wanted to talk about that. Okay, in 1914, the Ottoman Empire entered World War I and fought together with the Central Powers against the Entente. Its defeat in 1918 led to an occupation by the Allies, while Lloyd George, British Prime Minister, promised the Megali idea to Greece. Italy was angry about a possibility of a Greek domination of Western Anatolia, and immediately sent a warship to Izmir to intimidate and prevent Greece from occupying Western Anatolia. The Italian army then landed and started to occupy Dalia and Talia as Greek troops sailed toward Izmir. Concerning the fate of Turkey, the Treaty of Sevres imposed by the Allies was totally unacceptable. According to Mustafa Kemal, being afraid of seeing their country being divided among the Western powers, the Turks rose up against the Allies and joined Mustafa Kemal in his struggle to remove the Allies from Anatolia. This video starts on 29 April 1919 when the Italian troops landed in Adalia, followed by the Greeks entering Izmir. I keep saying Izmir, but it sounds kind of Norse, right? Like Izmir, I feel like that's something I've read in like Norse mythology. So like, again, apologize if you're new to this channel. I'm really bad with pronunciation, especially in areas from, you know, Asia Minor, more eastward. I'm really bad at pronouncing, so I apologize. If you're gonna follow me, you're gonna notice it a lot, so just warning. So let's see here, Treaty of Sevres imposed. Yeah, essentially it was gonna fall under, Turkey was gonna fall under, what, somewhat? Some jurisdiction? Wait, let's look at this. Okay, so I just did my little Google search here. So this is the Treaty of Sevres. it seems to me... Okay, wait, I'm gonna try to get a better look at some of these. Okay, I know this is Wikipedia, and I know some people are like, oh, you don't ever trust Wikipedia, especially my college professors, but I still do like looking at it. Okay, never mind. So, I was trying to get a closer look. But okay, we'll go with this. So it does seem to me that the proposed, at least here it says, the proposed content of the Treaty of Sèvres seems to me that here I believe in this struggle to drive out the Greeks and the Italians. I know the Italians were so involved. That actually is something new I've learned. I thought it was just mainly Greece and some allies, but point is, I know that I believe if what I said earlier was correct, that Turkey emerged from driving these guys out and establishing itself here. So yeah, it seems like the Ottoman Empire would have been really reduced, like that's insane, and that a lot of Asia Minor would be under the influence of the Allies, primarily Greece, and apparently Italy. I didn't know, like I said, Italy was an interesting one, but there's obviously going to be other Western powers, such as the French, the British, obviously, of course. So yeah, I'll say, like I said, it's interesting knowing just how Italy already is like, oh, we don't want the Greeks getting too powerful. So that's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna try to immediately get, familiar here with everything. Okay, Republic of Armenia, it's in the red. Okay, the French, as we covered in the previous map. The French, oh, that was Greece, yeah, okay, yeah. The British are just a lighter shade of purple. Let's see, the French are blue. Okay, Allied occupation of Constantinople, okay. So yeah, the Ottoman Empire, obviously said to be partitioned, and the orange is the Italians making their move already, and Russia's the yellow up here, okay. So I'm just getting familiar, because sometimes these things move quick, you know? Okay, for a second nothing was happening. You know, I know these scenes take time, obviously. Okay, so yeah, the French are starting to expand. Oh snap. Okay, immediately the French gains are being lost right there. Alright, the French are back. They went white there for a second. I'm assuming the white's there. So... Alright, so the Greeks are definitely starting to gain more influence. Holy crap, that was quite the jump there. You guys see that? Yeah, everyone just expanded so quickly, holy crap. So yeah, the government of the Grand National Assembly. Oh snap. Okay, so dang, yeah, I apologize, I just really wanted to see that play out. So yeah, the Republic of Armenia, which had a hand in some of the spoils of the former Ottoman Empire, now the government of the Grand National Assembly, essentially just looked like it got wiped out, what the heck. But yeah, you see that the soon-to-be Turkish, nation has already just beaten back this side, now bordering with the Russians here. So yeah, you're already seeing almost the effective swiftness of driving out foreigners, right? Again, you see the Russian expansion there. And the Greeks are definitely moving as well. Definitely the most aggressive and steadily consistent of, you know, of the more Western forces moving in. Oh snap, holy crap. So right there, Italy just got kicked out. That was swift. Sometimes these map videos move very quick, and I feel like I'm keeping my eyes all around the screen, trying to detect everything, you know what I mean? So I have to feel like I'm more engaged in these than any other type of video so far. So let's see. Just a few days, the entire Italian occupying force is gone, securing this side. You know, the Greeks are moving definitely a bit faster now, as you see, as they're trying to make their way deeper into Asia Minor. Oh dang, the Greeks are going for it. Bigger expansion here. Oh. Wow, okay. So, that's the thing, it's just, I'm looking at the days too, just how quickly, the Turkish are able to push out. Days. Yeah, just, they're moving really quick. Like, all the Greek gains in Asia Minor, essentially they're kicked out of mainland Asia Minor. Wow. Yeah, decisive for sure, Turkish victory. So, yeah, wow. again, it's the swift counter attacks that the Turkish did, managing to completely drive out the Italians, Armenia, the Greeks, just on multiple areas, and managing to secure itself as, you know, on Asia Minor there. So the Sultanate is abolished. And the Treaty of Lausanne is signed at Lausanne in Switzerland. So yeah, and this is for the most part the main map of modern Turkey. Wait, let me see this. Modern Turkey map. Okay, yeah. So the borders, wait. Okay. So the borders here are, for the most part, completely solidified in conjunction with the video. And I want to quickly comment on something I heard when I was looking at some of the individual videos of why the Turkish and Greeks are having an issue, is that the Greeks definitely wanted, obviously, a lot more land in Asia Minor. But I also believe that Constantinople, also known as Istanbul, there's a song about it. Istanbul, Constantinople. I'm sorry, but you know, as it's called now, out of respect, Istanbul. In a lot of Greek history, that was actually under Greek occupation, if I believe it. Ancient Greece map. We've seen some videos about ancient Greece, and a lot of the time, ancient Constantinople, modern Istanbul, you know, was under Greek occupation, and I believe the Greeks really wanted it because, in the past, obviously, you know, it was an area that the Greeks considered, and it was a part of their own, you know. Yeah, even through the Roman Empire, it was like a part of Greece, like Byzantium and whatnot. So the Greeks definitely wanted that. And obviously, they had their coastal areas in modern Turkey, like around here. But obviously, the Turkish have the full, even the coastal areas of ancient Greece, they have that under completely their domain. It's a part of Turkey. And they also have Istanbul, and they even expand, I believe that area is called Thrace, if I believe, or it was known as Thrace. Either way, they expanded even here. And obviously, you know, I think the Greeks definitely wanted that. That was a point of contention between the Turkish. And I think, you know, obviously, when you think of civilizations at their peak, you know, a lot of them who aren't at there anymore definitely want the territorial gains that they had at their prime or peak. Obviously the Greeks would want that, right? But that's not the case. They don't have the coastal areas of Asia Minor, and obviously don't have Istanbul, modern Istanbul / you know, Constantinople. And you can see why that's a point of contention. And I think just the geography of this area is very interesting. Obviously, you know, the Greeks, what's so unique about Greece, and probably my favorite learning area in the world, at least in terms of geography, to learn about, let's see, wait, modern Greece and Turkey map. What I really like is that obviously so much of Greece is you know, made up of islands. It's like obviously there's a mainland Greece, but so much of it is islands. And obviously there's going to be issue with, you know, the way it expands into Turkey, because obviously parts of Greece in the past were in Asia Minor, and, you know, even having this region where Istanbul is, and obviously they couldn't get that back. And so there's always point of contention. If I'm remembering that video, it's obviously there's division between the sea and just how some of the islands are so close to Turkey, and like how Turkey is so close to some of the islands of Greece. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of tension between the two nations, and you could see why. Like, with islands and stuff like this, like the borders, how you split the sea, there's so much to that, you know what I mean? So I just find this conflict and just this geography and how they have to deal with that so fascinating, I think. It'll be cool to definitely be near Turkey. On May, I'm going to Greece, but it's definitely going to be really cool to be around this area with so much history has been, because I've never traveled to Europe slash, near Asia Minor and whatnot. For the most part, I'm American. I've only gone here and to South America to visit Nicaragua, which is where my family hails from. So, now on May, as a part of my graduation, gift slash, experience, I decided I really wanted to go to Greece, because that was my big obsession. I became obsessed with with the Greeks, their culture and whatnot, so me and my mother will be visiting some islands, but like, I'm really getting into Turkey now, mainly due to these videos, and, yeah, it's gonna be cool to just kind of be, like, so near there. I don't know, I think it's definitely gonna be an interesting, um, time come May. So, yeah. So, is he done? Okay, that seems to be the end of the video. Another great video. Map video. I'm gonna have to start doing more of these. I actually kind of have a lot of fun. I feel like I talk more in these videos than I would in any other type. So I kind of have to, though. Like, I feel bad. Like, I feel like, obviously, when it comes to reactions, I feel like I ought to say something. But sometimes it's easier to just be quiet and just let the video do its talking. But, I think these map videos are unique because I feel like I have to step up. Like, I don't want anyone ever clicking on one of my videos and me saying absolutely nothing throughout the entire video, I feel like, what's the point, So I do try to put more effort. I'm noticing I'm putting more effort in these map videos, so there's definitely more to come. I got recommended the history of the world, another map video, so that's definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to. And yeah, overall, hello, greetings to all the people of Turkey from America. It's cool learning about your history. And, yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.